In a quiet move sending shockwaves across the continent, the United States has reduced visa validity for 4 African countries from 5 years to just 3 months. Travelers, business leaders, families, and students are confused, frustrated, and demanding answers. But what exactly is going on behind the scenes? Is this just diplomatic policy or a deeper sign of how Africa is still being handled on the global stage? Stick with me, let's uncover the 4 affected countries, what the US government says, and what this move truly means for Africa's relationship with the West. You are watching First Africa Voice, bold, fearless African. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. My name is Paul Lingua, the Africa Orator. Now, let's dive into the story properly and break it down together. This is not speculation. The US has officially slashed visa duration for citizens of Ghana, Ethiopia, Nigeria, and Cameroon. Applicants from these countries, many of whom had planned long-term visit, education, or business activities, were stunned by the latest development. The U.S. Department of State says nearly all non-immigrant and non-diplomatic visas issued to citizens of the 4 countries will now be single entry and valid for only 3 months. According to the U.S. State Department, the move is based on simple principle: reciprocity. This simply means the visa terms given to us citizens of a country are the same terms given to the country's citizens. It says this is part of a global reciprocity realignment, a sharp shift from previous visa terms which often allowed for multiple entries over 2 years or more. The State Department says visa policies remain subject to ongoing review and may change depending on evolving diplomatic, security, and immigration benchmarks. In a statement, the US government said it was working closely in the 4 countries to ensure they meet key international standards. These include issuing secure travel documents, managing visa overstays, sharing security or criminal data for public safety purposes. Ghana's Ministry of Foreign Affairs has responded to the visa restrictions, saying that the concerns by Ghanaian travelers have been duly acknowledged, expressing its firm solidarity with all those inconvenienced. Ghana's minister in charge of government communication, Felix Kwachifoso, in an interview with local media stated the US action is due to overstay of their nationals when visas expire. Interestingly, Nigeria government have voiced deep concerns about the US decision, saying if such move is triggered by reciprocity, then the US is not being fair in this. Presidential spokesman Bayo Onanuga said on Thursday that Nigeria continues to offer 5-year multiple entry visas to US nationals. He added, and I quote, "We want to reiterate that the US government's claim of reciprocity as the reason for its current visa policy towards Nigeria does not accurately reflect the actual situation. Likewise, US can get visas of up to a year in Cameroon and 90 days in Ethiopia." On Friday, the US Embassy in Abuja denied suggestions that the Trump administration was engaging in tit-for-tat clampdowns on visas as punishment for Nigeria not giving in to their demands. The real reason for the visa restriction, it said, were technical and security benchmarks that had to be respected. Why this matters for Africa? On the surface, this might seem like a fair diplomatic adjustment, but when you look deeper, it raises tough questions. Why are only African countries being affected? Why now, at the time when Africa is demanding more sovereignty and respect? And what signal that this sent to African youth, entrepreneurs, and scholars seeking opportunity abroad? Could it be retaliation for rising Pan-African unity movement, or a reminder of who still controls global access? On the streets of Accra, Lagos, Yaoundé, and Addis Ababa, people are talking. Social media is buzzing with anger. African diplomats are reportedly engaging with the US officials, but there is no sign of reversal yet until 2-month periods given. This is a wake-up call, not just about visas, but about how Africa negotiates on the global stage. Do we keep accepting diplomatic slaps disguised as policy, or do we start building stronger, more equal partnerships starting from within? This is not just about travel papers, it's about dignity, respect, and the future of African global identity. This is First Africa Voice, where Africa speaks first and speaks loud. What do you think about this latest development? Undoubtedly, as far as there are more men on earth, there are more opinions. So kindly drop your thoughts in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more bold African-focused content. Well, the dew of the day has kept upon our thoughts, and nature must obey its necessity. Here is where we bring down the curtains. Until we meet again, my name is Paul Lingua, the Africa Orator.